Vrlika is a small town and municipality in inland Split-Dalmatia County, Croatia. The closest large towns are Sinj, Knin, and Drniš. Vrlika was given the status of city in 1997. Location: Vrlika is located in the Sinj region in Split-Dalmatia County. It is 40 kilometers northwest of the town of Sinj on the state route D1 between the towns of Sinj and Knin, and on the regional route which connects Vrlika with Drniš. History: the oldest evidence for human life in this region is from 30,000 BC. During Bronze Age on territory of municipality Vrlika between 1900 to 1600 BC there has been so-called Cetina culture. For that period historians have made finding of old graves, Bronze Age sword and other smaller stuff. From finding it is clear that many people have lived in that region. Prior to the arrival of the Romans, the Illyrian tribe of Dalmatia is said to have lived in the region. After multiple wars, lasting for as long as 250 years, in the year 09 AD they were finally defeated and annexed by the Romans. The history of the town begins in the 7th century when the Croats moved there and formed a village on the spring of the river Cetina, in a field below the mountain Dinara. In the 9th century, probably during the time of Duke Branimir of Croatia, the old Croatian Catholic Church of Holy Salvation (CRKVSV) Spasa was built near Vrlika, then called Vrh. Church was built by old Croatian Gostiha of Cetina, Cetinski Zupan Gasica, in memory of his mother and his sons. Vrlika was first mentioned in written sources in 1069 as the seat of Cetin County, the old Croatian county, which included the towns of Glavas, Prazor, Sinj, Trilj, Starlag, Gradic, Nutjag, Tuga and Poljic parish. Of the 5 old Croatian counties that were located in the area of the current Split-Dalmatia County, Cetinska County was the largest. In the year 1406, King Ladislaus of Naples gives Prazor fortress, at the time Drniš.Vrlika, as a center of Vrlika Zupa, to the Croatian noble Hrvoje Vučić. During the medieval period Vrlika, along with the rest of the Balkans, experienced invasion and subsequent occupation by the Ottoman Empire. During the Ottoman rule the local population of Vrlika was forced to convert to Islam. Many of the original settlers from Vrlika left for the island Alib in the Adriatic Sea off the Croatian coast. In the late 17th century, the town was liberated from the Ottomans by the Republic of Venice as a result of the Mauryan War. Locally, the uprising against the Ottomans was led by Croatian priest Father Josip Brjić. During French rule, Vrlika became a municipality in the Šibenik district. Franz Joseph I of Austria visited Vrlika in 1875 and noted impressions in his diary. The town was occupied by the so-called Republic of Serbian Krajina on August 26, 1991. Soon after, the non-Serb population was expelled from the area. The Serbs had deliberately attacked medical facilities, including the Center for Retarded Children, who had remained for several months without water, electricity or adequate medical supplies. After difficult negotiations, they had finally been transported to Split, but 2 of them had died of dehydration on the way. As part of Operation Storm, Vrlika was liberated by the Croatian army on August 6, 1995, where soon after, the remaining Serb population fled the area. Demographics: according to 2011 census, the town of Vrlika has a population of 828, while the municipality has a population of 2,177. Historic, cultural and natural heritage. Prazor Fortress from early history above the town of Vrlika, expanded at the beginning of the 15th century. Glava's Drniš fortress from the 15th century, near the town of Vrlika. Church of Holy Salvation, the Old Catholic Church, CRKVASV, Spasa, from 9th century near Vrlika. Church of Our Lady of Rosary, Vrlika, the Catholic Church from 19th century. Dragović Monastery, Orthodox monastery founded in 1395 southeast of Vrlika. Vrlika national costume, folk costume of great ethnographic treasure in Croatia. Best example is Kovri Kristova groba during the Easter holidays. Vliko, well-known silent folklore dance from Vrlika. Feast of Our Lady Rosaris, Catholic Feast of Gospel Rosaris, the city day of Vrlika. Vrlika Sesma, cultural site and park, genesis of famous Croatian opera Irosaronogis Vegeta, a comic opera in 3 acts by Jakov Gotovac, with a libretto by Milan Begovic based on a folk tale. Cetina, spring of River Cetina, 7 kilometers north from Vrlika. Peruka Lake, a large artificial lake southeast of Vrlika. Dinara, mountain located east of the town of Vrlika. Sviliha, mountain located west of the town of Vrlika. Kovri Ristovo groba, Easter tradition. Local government. The current city council of Vrlika has 15 seats, Croatian Democratic Union, 11 seats, Croatian Party of Rights, 3 seats, Croatian Social Liberal Party, 1 seats. Culture. Vrlika has a local branch of the Croatian cultural organization Matka Hrvatska, as well as the Croatian Disabled Homeland War Veterans Association. Vrlika also has a folklore ensemble KUD Milan Begovic. From Vrlika originates the well-known folklore dance Vliko. Economy. Throughout the history of Vrlika, major basic economic activities have been agriculture, livestock breeding, and trade. In modern times, tourism, hospitality, and information technology are also substantial, with a focus on the principles of sustainable development. Religion in Vrlika. Church of Sveti Spas, built during the reign of Croatian Duke Branimir in the 9th century, by Župan Gošća of Cetina, near Vrlika, then called Vrh. This church is one of the most important in Croatia, as it is the only pre-schism church constructed with a bell tower that is still standing. 1026 old Croatian ancient graves of great archaeological interest have been found in the vicinity of the church, indicating that the culture of that time was under the influence of the Frankish Empire. Monastery Dragović. The Dragović Monastery was founded in 1395 while Vrlika was ruled by Croatian noble Hr Vojvođić from Bosnia. In 1480 the Ottoman Turks invaded the region, raided the monastery, and expelled its residents. For 20 full years it was abandoned until restored. Dragović Monastery is situated on a hill downstream of the Cetina River not far from Vrlika. Its location was shifted several times due to wars and the construction of a dam on Cetina River. Orthodox Church in 1618. The Orthodox Church dedicated to St. Nicholas was built by the Serb Orthodox inhabitants in and around Vrlika, where it still stands today. Roman Catholic parish church. Father Jure Bojic from Cetina established a Catholic parish of Annunciation of the Blessed Virgin Mary in 1688, and later Our Lady of the Rosary. The Roman Catholic parish church in Vrlika dedicated to the Nativity of the Virgin Mary was built from the year 1876 to 1898. The church was built on the site of a mosque, which was built on the foundations of an old Catholic church. This simple stone church dominates the Vrlika center square. During the Second World War, the Catholic Church in Vrlika sustained significant damage. In the front of the church stands a bronze bust dedicated to Philip Grabovac, who was born in the nearby village of Vrlika and died in Venice, Italy as a Croatian national hero. The exterior dimensions of the parish church are 27 x 10.30 meters. The Catholic parish church in Vrlika was badly damaged and desecrated during the recent Croatian War of Independence. The Holy Day of Gospodar Zaris, the protector of the Vrlika Catholic community, is celebrated annually during the first week of October. Notable people: Philip Grabovac, Franciscan priest and writer; Milan Begovic, writer; Ante Kaduz, academic painter; Peter Barizak, academic sculptor. Villages of the Vrlika municipality: Garjak, Jezovic, Koljan, Kosor, Majovic, Otisik, Pardaza, Vrnala.